Well, hello, my name is Colleen Light, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can find my website at Cards by Coco. So it's Tuesday, so I'm bringing you another Tuesday tip. And today's tip is to let your designer series paper do the work for you. You know, we don't always have time to make 30 to 60 Christmas cards, do we? So this designer series paper that I'm using, and let me show you just real quick, is the gingerbread and peppermint. Now, it doesn't matter what card you are trying to make or what special occasion. If you have designer series paper and thick basic white cardstock, you can make a card lickety split. Let me show you how. So what I do is I like to pre-assemble everything, not pre-assemble, pardon me. I like to get everything done in advance, especially when I'm doing kind of an assembly line process. If I'm making a lot of one card, I'll bring out the stamparatus, I'll stamp, and then I will bring out my trimmer and I will do all of my cutting in advance. So this, let me grab the correct one. This is measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. It's a thick basic cardstock. I scored this at 5 1/2. And this is actually going to be our card base. You get 2 of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock. How easy is that? Now again, I've got everything more or less pre-cut, ready to go. My assembly line process. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you this gorgeous glittered organdy ribbon. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there. I had a piece cut and I don't know what I did with it. So let's go ahead and just cut another piece at 6 inches here and get that going. And we're going to get our card ready to go. You're going to be just so surprised at how quick and easy this is. Let me grab my silicone mat. I'm going to put a little glue on the end of this, a little seal on the end of my ribbon. So I want to do it on my silicone mat because, as you know, the silicone mat, I'm trying to figure out, that looks like the front. Yep, the silicone mat, if you get any adhesive on it, it just is so easy to just roll your finger and pick up. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here. I've made a couple of these cards you saw, so I know where I want to put my ribbon. You know, not all of us have time to just, in fact, I would say most of us do not have time to make a bunch of cards at once. So this assembly line process, not only does it work well to get your cards done in a timely manner, it also really makes the process just so much more pleasant and easy, you know, and letting that design, really showing off that designer series paper and letting it do the work for you. That is the nicest thing. All right, so the stamp set I'm using is, I just had it. Let me see, the Frosted Gingerbread. It's actually, I don't know why I didn't remember the name of it. It's been one of my favorites throughout the season. It's the Frosted Gingerbread. It has great sentiments. And the dies I'm using are Stitch So Sweetly dies. You'll see me use those a lot too. For the inside panel, 4 inches by 5 1/4. This really isn't a card tutorial, but then again, it kind of is too. It's just a tip on how you can really let this designer series paper do the work for you. So this is the strip. When I cut this into 5 1/4, this is the strip that came off the bottom. So I'm going to place that down here at the bottom. I'm going to pop it up on its edge, run my fingers across, and now you can see I have the perfect inset for inside of my card. So let's go ahead and get that one in. The one thing I am excited about is I have heard that there are quite a few more people sending Christmas cards this year than have in the past, and that makes me happy. I can remember, you know, when my stairway used to be, you know, the railing used to be just full of cards. We'd tape them up, and it made such a nice festive. And of course, I love hearing from people. Okay, we're gonna glue this one to the front. Again, this is really the star of our show, is this designer series paper. What I like about all of our designer series paper, the back is always as nice as the front. You really have so many different options to choose from. And all of our designer series paper will give you a list of coordinating colors. I think staple items would be to have the basic, I'm going to just give this a little scooch, even it out a little bit. To always have a supply of your basic white and your basic black. I think if you have those things in your stock, you are always good to go. Hang on a second here, I gotta find my dimensionals. Here we go. I'm gonna put some dimensionals up on the back of this. And this is the Bedazzling. What I used for the tag along with the basic white is the Bedazzling 6x6 designer series paper. That came as a free item for Celebration. If you don't have that, either pick a coordinating color to go behind your tag, you know, your sentiment tag. If you have any of the metallic paper, that would be fabulous. You know, we all have stashes and stashes of paper, don't we? I'm sure you can find something wonderful in your stash of supplies. I'm going to just offset that a little bit. I didn't want it centered all the way. And then I'm going to grab my rhinestones to put on there. I had some real red rhinestones out. Let me see if I can still find those. If not, I have a second choice here. I don't have the real red rhinestones handily available, but I do have the retired wonderful gems. So I'm going to put those there because those match perfectly. Also, you know how when you go to do a video, you have everything all organized? Well, I think I organized myself out here. Anyway, I'm going to put 3 more right here. Use what these cards are supposed to be fun and easy. Use what you have in your stash. That's the fun of this assembly line process and making things in advance is just kind of digging through what you have and making it fun. And that's how easy that is. While you're getting things stamped and organized, do your envelope at the same time. Anyway, so these are the cards I made using, this is one with the real red, using our designer series paper as the star of our show. I think they're just great. Let me know what you think. Okay, I'll see you on Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for my Facebook tutorial live video. And I'll see you next Tuesday with another Tuesday tip. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me.